I'm never drinking again. Who ordered the shots? Whoever ordered the shots, you're not my friend anymore. Oh, I gotta poop.
Oh, I'm newly calibrated, all shiny and clean. I'm your recent adaptation, time to redefine me. Oh, I'm feeling better now.
Welcome back. What are you doing? What am I doing? I decided, since I figured I might as well take out the Mantis training thing and goof around with it. So, you take the laser. It's a wazer. You stuff it in the hole. Then you can cheat and actually do stuff from back here. Start. And I'm doing the hostage one.
10, 9, 10, 9, 10.
Damn.
10, 9, 9.
9. I don't understand why the laser has been giving me grief. I literally opened this and tried it a few times to make sure that everything was working right, and then the laser stopped. Okay. One of the things in the kit is they... Oops. Of course, I guess if you drop the laser... Okay, when I press the button, it comes on. There's a dimple in there, but... As full disclosure, this is a completely unmodified G19, and I was trying this in one of the 80 percenters. And I thought maybe that was the reason, but now because the laser's come out and gone back in, I can probably get a... Nope. Now it will, it'll add everything up for me. So like it'll give you your shot time and the score that I got, and then you can go over here and you can actually see every single shot placement. It is one of the most thorough training things. They've also been a really good sponsor over the years, and every time they come out with something new they send it, but after they see this shit show, it'll probably be another sponsor that I no longer have, even though I really like them. Hey, one of you guys can do me a favor. Just need one of you right now. Like, just run over, purchase the Laser Academy, and I'm sure it'll all be good. I'd have McCline do this, but if he had to make moves on his female Uber driver, I could see that happening with him, but otherwise, no. Fortunately, I moved it, but otherwise, you'd be able to go clear, clear, And then you can do start again. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got me, Houston, I got me a problem. Whatever, stay out of this. I do have a, I do have a laser for 45. I gotta get one for 10 millimeter. Seems how I am the Zen master of all things 10 millimeter. Now, the 45. Okay. Okay, well, so far so good.
Nine. 9. 10. 9. 10. 8.
Oh,
10.
I think I just shot the hostage in the head.
9. 8. 10. 9. 8.
Okay. The one thing that's really cool is obviously when you order the kit, you can get different oh, excuse me, different levels of stuff. A phone holder, which I'm actually using the one that goes along with the little tripod. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Comes with the small. Okay, enough out of you. Comes with the small targets, and like if you want to, like, say, set this up in your living room while you're sitting on the couch, and put this, like for me, I'd put it on the entertainment center that the TV sits on. Otherwise, there's the bigger targets, and they send along like the it's almost like a sticky, like clay, and you can reuse that stuff. There's all sorts of stuff in the kit, and then get the lasers for what you want. I need to order I need to order a 10 millimeter. I don't know what's going on with this 9. The 9, I literally opened up the 9 to try this here. I actually have no idea what these shades are. I'm sure it's probably in the directions, but I'm a guy, and well, you know, why would a guy read directions? But like I said, the really cool part is the Mantis Laser Academy is so heavily software based. You can put it on. Unfortunately, my tablet is a Windows based, so I can't use that. I have one of Christine's old tablets, but the display is so cracked up, I don't know how well I could see it. But when you get the software, you can log in, create an account, and inside of here they have all sorts of different courses. And I noticed that the last time all of this stuff, the latest version of the software came out, it just has a ton ton of videos to help you in your training. I think if I was to create a fast Cliff Note version, if you want to be the better you with a pistol, and you don't try the Mantis Laser Academy, then you are not giving yourself the best possible means to make yourself better. It's the, you know, if you watch a lot of YouTubers that do the video on these, the number one thing that you would probably hear all of them talking about is the fact that right now, under the greatest economy ever, that's sarcasm, ammunition is expensive, and this is a complete dry fire course. I mean, obviously you can take it to the next level, and they have their little system. The Mantis X, I got the X10, and it actually uses software on your phone and a sensor. Kind of looks like one of the little flashlights from Oldlight, and it sends the information as you shoot. And you can also dry fire. You can dry fire with that means too. But if you actually want to get a feedback of your actual shooting while you're shooting live ammunition, Mantis has you covered there too. But this gives you the way of being able to practice, like a day like yesterday where the weather sucked outside, and I would not have gone to the range even if you paid me. Well, since how I'm trying to find a job, you could pay me to go to the range. I should take that back. Oh, Billy, Billy's not gonna be happy. I just realized I just rushed my happy ass down here, and I didn't put the emergency cover up. The emergency Billy won't puke. I know. I tell you what. I can either have Jeremy bitching about wearing gloves and looking like an operator, or I can have poor Billy throwing up for the next hour. So I tell you what, I'm gonna take the tactical gloves, Magpul gloves, may I point out, my shooting gloves. There. Yeah, I know I've been terrible on that. I just I tried to tell her at Mantis that well, you know what, it's been one thing after another, and you know what, YouTube has made it so hard on us gun guys that it's just a gigantic buzzkill. It has really gotten to the point where I really have almost no drive. Come over here, though, where there's alcohol involved and a big, happy, friendly crew of guys that shows up on a daily basis. So, lemon tea from the boys, the VOODOO series. This one weighs in at 7%. VOODOO Ranger Hardcharged tea with lemon. Okay. Cheers. Well, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but the only thing about it is it's not personal favorite. Yeehaw. It's not it's not like super plain, as in no sugar. Like if you go to the restaurant and you say, I want tea, and they go, do you want sweet tea or do you want tea? As in cold tea. It's not, I'm actually kind of surprised. It's not really, really sweet. It tastes like natural tea with a subtle lemon. No artificial or anything like that. And it comes in a really big can, and we all know that I like really big cans. So, okay. Matt Davis on the Hop Knot IPA. Two-hearted ale to the sunny slopes of long ago club time. Thank you, Matt. First in on yesterday's review of the Drecker is Smile Money saying first. Cold-hearted bastard is 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Heaven and Hell Spirit says first, maybe second. How the hell are you? Trump all the way.
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
And then he says, really?
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
Actually, you know, I might actually have to go up, retire upstairs with the Kimber and a couple of targets. Oh, if you're wondering what targets you get, dartboard, BT5S, IPSC, IDPA, silhouette headshots, Hunt, the FBI qualifier, Dot Torture, and of course the hostage one. Oops. Dartboard. And then the advertiser stuff. The Blackbeard's auto control trigger and the laser. That's a damn fun one. Now what would be cool is to have that resetting system for a pistol. The problem is you'd have to pick the... I've seen these out there. Mantis doesn't have one yet. But it actually, you know, it's every time you pull the trigger, it blows back the slide, resetting the trigger, and you get to go again. So you kind of get that simulation of the gun firing, but this is the format that I prefer. You know, if I want to do 9mm, I usually use like the 5906. That way I can pull back on the hammer. You know, it kind of makes me wonder now. I wonder what is causing the issue. I don't need to fire the game up again. I can just I can just tell if the damn laser's going off or not. No. Faintly. I appear to have something wrong with my laser. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. It's obviously going off. I can press the button and get it to activate, but for some reason it is not. Unless somebody used the wrong kind of material on my little thing, because these things should last a little bit more than I don't know, 20 shots. Okay. Jolson says J1. J1 has already been called and it is a miss. Jolson says we need more cowbell. And Cold-Hearted Bastard says more train whistle. Okay. I'm willing to do the train whistle over the cowbell. I find the train whistle to be a lot less annoying. Then Jolson says to hit the button.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Poco says sup, sup, sup. And then a sub comment to himself, sup. Smile Money, just for accuracy, Haley did win Vermont. Of course, it was an open primary state, so they are currently not Republican votes. Actually, I do know about that one, Smile Money, and they say that a lot of Democrats voted for her to try to swing it. It may have worked there, but it didn't work anywhere else. So the question now is, even with Democratic help, she still couldn't get within, 30 points of Trump? Wade says, and Washington, D.C., both overwhelmingly liberal places. And Smile Money says to Wade, she got a whopping 1,300 votes in D.C. Of course, didn't they elect Crackhead for mayor at one point? And then Smile Money says she's got a whopping 300 votes in D.C. You are correct, Wade. That didn't they also? Okay, so somewhat the same comment twice in a row. Maybe it looked like he got deleted. Multi-Gunman, I'm not sure what's going on in here, but I'm pretty sure it needs a lot more whiskey. 357 Magnums and Nakedness. Who do I talk to about getting those numbers increased? Salty says Nakedness comes first. Multi-Gunman says back to him, to achieve naked enlightenment, one must first have whiskey and 357 Magnums, so they in fact come first. And Miss 27 says, talk to OG Salty Man, the guru of nakedness and snack reviews. Smart Money, I never complain about the length of videos. Now, if you edit out all of the videos where Matt was going on about topics, even his grandmother would be screaming, Matt, go to your room. That would be welcomed. Chief Little Gun Guy, sub-comment. These are all sub-comments. I don't complain about the length of videos either. It doesn't do any good. Coco says, here's a shock. Oh, man. It's already that late. Good God, I don't got time for this shit. Today is a train wreck. Sub-comments still. Poco, no, you fact-check everything looking for a reason to argue. And Smile Money says, shredding the darkness one light bulb at a time, not wanting to argue with you. You desire the darkness. Din, what kind of economy is it when pimps out can't even afford a real car like a square body Cadillac, a Caprice or a Cutlass Supreme? Now they're rolling in decompromised Crown Vics, Mercury Marauders, Dodge Neon, a white Pontiac Grand Am with no muffler. Even the hookahs got to get on OnlyFans image, have to have 2 jobs for a hookah. Smile Money says drug dealers need to run around and hoop these in PA. They lose their car if convicted, so the fancy cars are hidden. Poco, I'll trade you an AK for the 645. That is not doable. Smile Money. Winning the lottery is one plan, not a good plan, but a plan nonetheless. You have some repair bills, some purchases already needing to be completed, and your shopping list continues to grow. Now you sold the AK and used the funds to pay some of that down. Wouldn't buying an AK be going in the wrong direction? Well, at least you don't start snowplowing business. You didn't start a snowplowing business this winter. I did, actually. I made more than some people that actually do it for a living, I think. I mean, I made almost $300 in snowplowing. The one time that we had snow. Here's the next thing. If Lily doesn't call next, it'll be Christine saying that she's either here, almost here, or leaving work. Because Jordan has his entire crew parking out front, which means the people that would normally park out front end up parking in Christine's spot. So the Subi is in Christine's spot. I did do some work. I guess technically not on it, but sort of. I took the roof rack off of it, sanded off all of the donut media stuff. It's kind of funny because I thought for sure I had asked Sam what the hell this shit means, and it turns out it's donut media from YouTube. Would I have left it on there? Probably not, but sanded that all off and resprayed it in black. Yeah. Matt wanted me to respray just the deflector. Black car, black wheels, no chrome, black pretty much everything, including blacked out license plates, and a black rack up on the roof. And Matt wanted me to paint the the deflector, the wind deflector on the front of the rack bright red. He said because it would have stood out. Yeah, you know, one thing when you're zipping around through traffic in a smallish town, getting smaller by the minute because it's liberal, and people like to leave liberal areas, is I really, no, bright red. I noticed nothing on his black truck is bright red. I put some racing stripes down it, Matt, for you. Rattle can them right on the hood. Rich Huff says, cheers all, cheers Rich. Smile money. Arkin or Arthron. It's Arkin. Arkin is the one that you can get the discount using Texas Plinkin. That's the scope that I would buy. Or possibly some other A-name scope. Looks like it might be Ethron is the other optic. Yes. It is indeed Arkin. Arkin, they're like, I think their most expensive scope is a 5x25 by 50 or 55, and it was like $900. So, yeah, all the way down to for what is it, like 250 or 290 bucks. I could do the 1 to 8 power that I've been wanting to do. But yeah, no, it's Arkin. I did look into that, and Din also said, but the other one, I did look over there. I mean, I don't know anything about, I don't know anything about either one, but when you can get a first focus plane 5x25 or 5x26 by 50 or 55, and it's a first focus plane scope, this is the kind of shit you just didn't do for less than a couple of $1,000 a bunch of years ago. Cold-Hearted Bastard says, Smile Money, I went with the Arkin scope. Last time I looked, they had a 25% off sale. Smile Money says, that's one I looked at first. Thought you said you were happy with yours. I only plan to shoot to 100 yards, but I think I want at least a 12 power. And Cold-Hearted Bastard says back to him, they should work if... for you, just fine. I went with their larger scopes. Unlike E, I like longer. I like longer distances. One set up for 400 to 800 yards, and the other to 1,000 yards. Passive aggressive much? Poco says I6. I6 is a misdemeanor. Bad. Greetings, Captain. Love the shirt. Oh. Okay. I was like, I don't even remember what... Oh, yes. I do love the shirt. I love the fact that it's... when I go like this, it does not uncover the firearm on my side. I mean, just because I can wear a 2 or an XL and or a 2X doesn't mean I don't like having the 3X because you got more room. It also depends on where they're coming from. I have some 3Xs upstairs that work just fine, and I have something that's upstairs that's a 3X that I swear to God I could put over the top of the motorcycle. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, looks like some colored 7-Up. Sharky did shoot this. Cold-Hearted Bastard, what are you talking about? This is a scope that's designed to go to a mile or beyond. So's the rifle. Now someday, I'd just like to shoot it at 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards at a steel plate just to see if we can even hit it. Bad? That looks like a very tasty beer. It was awesome. And I decided to be a nice guy. I didn't drink the fourth one. I gave it to Michelle to get her feedback on it. Bad? How did you get the desk down into your basement with only a couple of feet at the bottom of the stairs to turn? Oh, you mean this? I have no idea. This was down. This was all down here when we bought the place. The only thing I did is I added the turn. There's actually a set of drawers here. There's these drawers, and then there's another set of drawers in there. And then I brought this cabinet home from one of our jobs, and I put the whole thing. Actually, the whole thing is hinged on the wall. I can pull this shit all off and it'll fold down, but I don't know why I did that, because never once have I actually seen the top of this thing after the day I put it in here. I remember the old water heater had a big crunch down the side of it, where when we brought the safe in, the hinge on the safe, and that was because this area was already kind of set up like this. Otherwise, we would have just been able to roll it in there, roll it around here, and then roll it into there. Oh, it was fun getting that thing down the stairs, let me tell you. That's why Christine said, unless you have an alternative plan, I say if we ever sell this house, you should just sell the safe with the house. And we'll just get another, well, technically, now, if I were to do what everybody tells me to do, especially anybody that's been here, J-Dog and Jolson and NIHAP, is to put a door on here. That way everything beyond right here in the gun room is secured. And like I've constantly said, the only way that works is it almost has to be like one of those barn doors that slides, because sitting roughly right here, let's see, this is where you see the top of the screen, and 1 inch later is the well, of course it's asbestos wrapped. If I took the asbestos off, I'd gain 1 inch. But it's the boiler pipe. It's actually the outgoing line, and then still going to be in the way as well. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's in here. So a door would never bail. I'd have to have an even shorter door. Well, I hit this. J-Dog makes contact over here. So I'd have to have this. I always thought, instead of making a super secure door that looked like a bank vault, one of those bank vault cages, the best thing to do is just make it so that, unless it's someone that's been here and knew what they were looking for, if it's just a random thieves, to make it simply disappear. And that's real easy, because that room used to be the coal room, so it's not in the footprint of this basement. So if there was something here, like a shelf, you'd never know what was on the back side of it. I mean, and you could still make it. I just envisioned one of those barn door roller kind of things right there, and then you attach a shelf to that door. Now it would just simply look like a bookshelf or a liquor shelf or whatever. And when I'm down here hanging out with you guys, I just roll it out of the way, and I've got access to the gun room. The rest of the time, it could be rolled back and locked. You know, you could do that whole. There's so many cool things. You put a stack of books on a set of sliding tracks, and then you can have either a knob behind it or a latch. You know, most of the time it really wouldn't matter. Just, you know, if you just slid it shut, Brad's girl, you know, it's one of those out of sight, out of mind kind of things. I don't want to say I know where I have my priorities, but there's more security protocols inside of that room. The only camera inside of this house, as of, well, I guess Smile Money always reminds me not to give up too much information, but the only obvious camera, because I thought maybe once they walked in there and saw that they were on a camera, maybe they'd turn around, kind of like what happened to the spook house when the boy was trying to break in the window of the basement, and the girl looks up and makes contact with the camera, and then looks down at him and goes, "There's a camera right there." And they both got up and casually just walked off. Yeah, there's more sensors and shit in that room. I'd be like, good luck getting in there. I mean, you can come upstairs and stab me and Christine to death in our beds, and there's stuff. Just it won't be as difficult as getting in that room. Hey, at least after I'm dead, at least I'll still be happy to know that nobody got the guns. Bad. GORP equals granola, oats, raisins, and peanuts. Well, there was no raisins in yesterday's. J-Dog is here before work. Salty says cheers and nakedness to you too. Mike says cheers. Then he says, hey, hay is for horses, but grass is cheaper, man. I endorse this message.
But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden!
EMT says, I ate this girl one time. She gave me heartburn. Oh, and you know the thing.
But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden!
I ate is a hit, and that one is sunk. So, as it stands right now, Matt Davis took Colonel Mustard in the ass. EMT has 2, and Poco has 1 ship down. Ooh, it's a nail biter, Billy. I'm sure it'd come right off if I bit it. Cheap old gun guy, almost everybody dances sober unless it happens to be insane. Tango, anyone?
But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden! But Joe Biden!
Poco says that, or it's raining. Ellie, how you doing? Mr. Mark Mac 85. Damn, Eric, that Gorp Trail Mix Sour from Decker looks good. It was very good. Oh, and that it was 6.5%. McLean, I want to hear about the dump after that breakfast. Oofda. It was a slider. McLean, 2419. Fur lips. Oh, jeez. Possibly. McLean, Eric, stop. Not in front of the boys. McLean, Eric, 11% juice boxes. Beat box. Wade, I know you wouldn't sell the redhead. Some things can't be replaced. I remember when you got it, you walked around with a chubby and a goofy grin just thinking about it. Hey, hey, I just said I don't want to. I didn't say it's not going to happen. I had a conversation with Mr. Solar. We agreed on the, I'm kind of in a scenario where I don't have too much of a choice. Hey, there's other things. I mean, another AK down the line? Sure, why not? I don't know. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but technically it should happen soon. Matt Davis, the minimum time for a review should be 3 hours and change. Jolson, love me some sour beers. What? Since when? Sour as in what? Sour as in Miller Lite? Sour like Grain Belt? Jolson, I don't know if you know how primaries work, but you can only vote for Democrat or Republicans in a primary. They either give you one ballot or the other. That's never happened to me. We vote every opportunity we can get, and me and Christine both admitted this was the first time we've ever been asked Republican, Democrat, or Independent. That's all I can tell you, Jolson. I have never in my entire life of voting have ever been asked. And me and Christine, we vote every opportunity we get because we're both firm believers in you fucking can't bitch how things are going if you didn't do your part to change them. Win or lose, at least we voted. But no, Jolson, I have never been asked that before. Both of us were like, what? It's like, since when? Smile Money says, we accept in states where Haley did better. Well, except in states where Haley did better. Jolson, Huber wants you to be the star of the break video. I'm not YouTube famous. Jolson, let me make you famous. Oh. Well, there you go, Sharky. That's a full-on view of nothing. Oh, that's really bright down there. Oh, never mind. There is something down there. The laser. Watch this. Wah! I was like, I didn't think it was that clean. There, that's better. I mean, sometimes, some of the guns, if you get enough light behind me, you can actually see through the firing pin channel holy thingy. Maybe instead of the AK, I should send this to John. No, just kidding. Hey, anybody want to buy a 9mm laser? Oh! Hold that thought. Hey, McLean, hold me. Oh, God, never mind. Fuck. Story of my life. Somewhere over the rainbow. Huh. I was gonna say, I have something that would work in the 10mm, but this is just a bore laser. A 223. 7.62 by 54R. Uh, 308. Pretty sure this one's a 308. So I got 7.62 by 54R, 5.56, 308, and 40/10mm in bore lasers, but you actually need the impact one. I think I might need to. I'm not even sure if they had it. Might have to see if Mantis has a 40, because the 40 will work in the 10mm. Keep tabs on if I hear from Christine or not, because I am in her parking spot. Placeholder. DFC. Living the good life, E. Got 10 more years before I can break into the fat stacks of retirement cash and live the good life. No, I'm not living the good life. I'm living the fuck I don't have a job life. I wish. No, I'm... What? I'd have to go another... I'd have to work at least 10 more years. 65? Well, 9 more years. I'd have to go at least 9 more years before I'd be able to do anything. And by the time, that's just it. As everybody says, there ain't gonna be no money anyway. So I don't know. I've never counted on it. Sharky, cheers all. The best Christmas movie intro. Nice. Shot that. Catching up. Sharky, B10. Bravo 10 is a miss, but he already knew that. Building that wall. Sharky, School of Bomi intro, classic. On to the next one. Hop not. Sharky, Casino Bomi, it suits you. Brew Babe, nice. Didn't shoot that. Catching up. Hopefully I'll make it. Sharky, 11 minutes, 10 seconds. Laugh out loud. You have Asylum on homemade DVD. Wow! Wow! Yeah. Speaking of double wow, you can take that to the bank. Sharky, back in the day, all proper audio/video components were 17-inch wide regardless the brand. Hell yeah. That. Sharky, not making it. Two-parter again, hoping for tomorrow. You're screwed again. Mr. 27 says 60-second. Then he says, nice intro, brew bomy. Then he says, the man-child, are you... What? The man-child, are you speaking about me? No. You're not a douchebag. You're not, if I find out Eric's working for RJ, I'm gonna fucking quit. Good. And again, calling up Jack. Hey, does Eric have that Makita orbital sander? He bought that with the company card. That's right, I did. After my Bosch melted, you fucking douchebag. I even told Jack. Jack goes, I go, why don't you just tell him to go fuck himself? Jesus Christ. I just don't want to shake the boat. Just get this job done and then he can go on to greener pastures. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Sure. Last comment, Mr. 20 says, yummy brew babes. Okay. Where do I put this? Hardcharged lemon tea. VOODOO Ranger. 7%. Oh God. This wants me. It just calls. Please, could you get more in? God, it tastes like some kind of lemon tea. That yes. This is just for Tom. Tomcat, hope you're happy. It just tastes like lemon tea. With real tea. No shit, really. On the non-beer E scale, as far as being authentic, and I mean shit, it's like a 10 for no artificial flavors. 7%? Okay. I'll take your word for it. If I had another one of these, I'd have another one of these. I don't. What I do have, going to the club and seeing how there's actually 4 comments. So let's just make this official. Two-hearted ale. Ed, Scott, Justin, miss you guys. I know I sound like I'm picking favorites, but Ed, really miss you, my brother. Yeah, I've always wanted to be carpeting. First in is Din says, take a sip. God, I would love to. Salty, Naked Club, cheers. Cobra. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. And Jolson says, the Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. You know, I should maybe get a special cowbell just for the club. Here, this one's going to have to do. Okay, that's it. Tomorrow, Friday, Locked and Loaded. We had, okay, I'll tell you. We had 2 subject matters, and Joey goes, let's just do both. Maybe we can talk about one for the first hour, one for the second. That way, if they intermingle, fine. Joey actually had a good idea. Someone write this shit down. I originally wanted to talk about that moment in your life where you wondered how things could have been. Talk about that tomorrow. And Joey wanted to talk about the fact that they are laying off people in New York and replacing them with immigrants, probably illegal immigrants. And I have to agree with what I was listening to today. When Trump takes over, should we start some gigantic exodus of all the illegals? Maybe, maybe not. But at a bare minimum, if you own a business and the government puts forth a thing, if they find out that you are you have hired and you have employees that are illegal immigrants, you are getting fines. Maybe not felonies, but at least financial hits, because like Christine always said, when you fucking spank them in the wallet, that usually means more than anything else. So that's the 2 topics we're planning on talking about. So, okay, otherwise, day drinking tomorrow, so tomorrow might be an early one. Cheers.